Today we'll look at one of the world's most peculiar fish, the moonfish. This huge fish, which can weigh up to a ton, is regarded as one of the ocean's most fascinating species. With a spherical form resembling the moon and an unusual swimming style, the moonfish fascinates scientists and anglers alike. So, what is the lifespan of this fish? What are they eating? Why are they so special? Let's take a deep dive into the ocean and discover some interesting facts and secrets about this fish. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications so you don't miss the next discovery video. The moonfish, also known as Mola Mola or molar fish, is a saltwater fish in the pufferfish group, often living in deep and low-temperature waters in the ocean. In French, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, Dutch, and Russian, this fish is called ocean sunfish. In English, their name ocean sunfish is translated as sunfish. The reason the British call them that is because they often swim close to the surface of the water, as if they were sunbathing in the sea. Ocean sunfish have a large, short, oval body and are flattened on one side. The whole body is covered with a thin but quite rough layer of smooth skin. The upper body is gray or brown, while the lower body is lighter in hue. The ocean sunfish's end contains two short dorsal and anal fins that are virtually symmetrically arranged. In addition, the fish has short spherical pectoral fins. A long caudal fin encircles the back of the body. Ocean sunfish have a small face, gills, and mouth. The mouth contains 2 rows of tiny teeth. Each row has 2 teeth, which are used to consume tiny crustaceans and other plankton. Despite its huge size, the ocean sunfish has a small body. As a result, its swimming ability is severely limited. That is why they frequently relax, allowing their bodies to drift to one side with the water current. The most distinguishing feature of the ocean sunfish is its eyes. Because it frequently dwells in cold water, the temperature can impair the fish's nerve and optical capabilities. As a result, fish eyes frequently contain tissues and a pair of diaphragm muscles that emit heat and warm the eyes and brain. Scientists believe that the eyes of ocean sunfish evolve when they include muscle tissue that is 2 degrees Celsius, warmer than normal muscle tissue, and in some cases up to 6 degrees Celsius. This protects them against the consequences of low-temperature surroundings. Ocean sunfish are saltwater fish that often live in tropical environments. They are found all throughout the planet and can survive at depths of up to 200 meters or dive as deep as 600 meters. Because of its mild disposition and broad, short body, the sunfish rarely fights other species at sea bottom. It is on the red list, which prohibits exploitation and fishing. When young, the sunfish swims vigorously in schools. When they grow up, they have a huge spherical body with a short stature. Their swimming ability steadily deteriorates. As a result, the sunfish frequently drift sideways with the stream. When hunting for prey, they employ all of their muscle to swim and dive into the sea at high speeds. After locating prey, they allowed their bodies to drift freely along the ocean current. Because of their unappealing look, many people believe that sunfish are poisonous and cannot be eaten. However, this fish is absolutely non-toxic and can be consumed routinely. People in Japan, Korea, and other nations with a large sunfish population frequently capture this fish for food and cook excellent dishes. Japanese fishermen do not catch ocean sunfish, Mola Mola, as frequently as other commercial fish. Ocean sunfish are not usually the primary target of their fishing business. However, ocean sunfish are occasionally obtained when fishermen use large-scale fishing tactics, such as purse seines and bottom trawls. Here are several ways Japanese fishermen can catch ocean sunfish. Ocean sunfish are frequently caught in purse seines alongside other fish, such as tuna and mackerel. A purse seine is a circular net that is lowered into the water to surround a school of fish. When the fisherman draws back the net, it encases the school of fish. Sometimes, ocean sunfish are trapped in nets alongside other species. This is a popular fishing approach in regions where ocean sunfish live. Bottom trawls can also be used to catch ocean sunfish, which are found primarily in warm waters off Japan. When a fisherman drags a net across the ocean floor to catch other fish, or shellfish, a bottom trawl is a big net dragged around the seafloor to catch a variety of marine species. Because ocean sunfish typically swim near the surface or between layers of water, they can become mistakenly captured in these nets. However, they can occasionally become entangled in the net during the trawling operation. Japanese fishermen may also employ gill nets to harvest ocean sunfish. However, this is not their primary goal. A gill net is a free-floating net that is not permanently attached to the bottom and can be several kilometers long. Larger fish are frequently caught in the nets as they swim by. Ocean sunfish can get entangled in these nets. Ocean sunfish are not usually the major target fish for Japanese maritime fisheries. However, they are frequently collected accidentally as bycatch. That is, fish are taken accidentally while fishers try to catch other commercially significant species. Because ocean sunfish are slow swimmers with huge bodies, they are easily caught in large nets during fishing. In certain limited places, Japanese fishermen can catch ocean sunfish with traditional methods like hand lines or small-scale nets. However, this is uncommon because ocean sunfish do not have the same economic worth as other fish. Protecting the ocean sunfish. Ocean sunfish are considered a vulnerable species due to their poor swimming speed and susceptibility to being trapped in nets. As a result, there are restrictions and procedures in place to conserve this species in certain areas of Japan and around the world, to avoid unintentional collection and protect ocean sunfish populations. Cleaning and cutting ocean sunfish, Mola Mola is distinct from other fish species due to its massive size and unique shape. This is a basic procedure that fishermen can use to clean and chop ocean sunfish. Cleaning the fish after catching an ocean sunfish. Fishermen would wash the fish's entire outer surface to remove sand, mud, and contaminants that have adhered to the skin, removing the organs as other fish. To keep the ocean sunfish fresh, it should be gutted and its organs removed as soon as it is captured. Because of the fish's huge size, dissection can be rather complicated. The fisherman will make a wide cut along the fish's belly to open it. Internal organs such as the stomach, intestines, and liver will be removed. The ocean sunfish's liver is unusually huge, cleaning the stomach after removing all of the organs. To remove any contaminants, the fish's belly will be cleaned with either seawater or clean water. Because the ocean sunfish is so enormous, it must be broken down into smaller pieces for transport and processing purposes. Normally, the ocean sunfish is separated into several pieces for ease of processing. Removing the head. The ocean sunfish's head is extremely big and thick. To minimize weight, fishermen frequently cut off the head. This component can be used as an ingredient in some meals or eliminated depending on the intended use. Taking the fish's flesh. The meat of the sunfish is often extracted from the main body, because this is the portion with the most meat. Because the sunfish's texture is thick and soft, fishermen chop it into huge chunks. The fish's body will be chopped in parts along its spine, cut into large squares or fillets. The sunfish's skin is thick and firm, so it must be carefully removed before processing. The sunfish skin is typically peeled with a sharp knife or broad scissors. Fishermen will cut a line down the body to make it easier to remove the complete skin layer. After removing the skin, the fish skin can be used to prepare some dishes or thrown, depending on the situation. After cutting and removing the skin, thoroughly wash the fish meat. The fish meat will be rinsed again to eliminate any remaining blood and contaminants. Refrigeration. To keep the meat of the ocean sunfish fresh, it is promptly refrigerated or frozen after cutting. In the event of offshore fishing, the flesh is typically frozen immediately using the ship's refrigeration equipment to ensure long-term preservation. Ocean sunfish meat is rarely consumed in Japan. However, some locations and traditional recipes continue to employ ocean sunfish meat. The meat of the ocean sunfish has a smooth, light feel and is commonly used in recipes like boiling soup. Ocean sunfish meat can be chopped into small pieces and boiled in soup to create a mild-flavored dish. Fry or grill. Some places also fry or grill ocean sunfish meat, because the meat is tender and easy to consume. Sashimi. Some regions of Japan may use ocean sunfish meat for sashimi. However, due to the unique characteristics of this fish, ocean sunfish sashimi is less popular than other fish. Although sunfish are not a popular commercial fish in Japan, the cleaning and cutting procedure is meticulously carried out when collected and processed by fishermen. In addition to the flesh, there may be additional parts or uses. The skin of the sunfish. The sunfish skin has a thick and chewy feel and is occasionally processed into dishes or utilized as an ingredient in traditional recipes in some areas. The skin can be boiled or fried to produce crispy meals. Sunfish's bone. The bones of sunfish are often mushy and less hard than those of other fish. In rare situations, the bones can be utilized to make soup or broth, giving the dish a slightly sweet flavor. Viscera. Liver. Sunfish livers are huge and nutritious. In Japan, liver is occasionally prepared and served as a side dish. The liver can be steamed, cooked into soup, or combined with other components to produce stews. The fins of the ocean sunfish, particularly the dorsal and ventral fins, are occasionally used for cooking. These fins are generally high in collagen and are treated to have a chewy feel, similar to shark fin dishes. Ocean sunfish is a rare delicacy in Japan, only found in coastal areas and specialty eateries. Ocean sunfish is still on the menu alongside traditional meals. Here are a few ways the Japanese prepare ocean sunfish. Nabe, a hot pot. Nabe is sometimes made from ocean sunfish, a Japanese hot pot. The fish is sliced into small pieces and cooked with onions, mushrooms, and other seasonings in a delicious broth. Because the ocean sunfish meat is delicate and does not have a pronounced fishy odor, it's often appropriate for light hot pot recipes, sashimi. Some seafood restaurants serve ocean sunfish as sashimi. Although it is less prevalent than other fish like salmon and tuna, the meat is white and insipid, and it is frequently served with soy sauce and wasabi to enhance flavor. The ocean sunfish can be chopped into little pieces, breaded and deep fried, similar to tempura. This procedure highlights the softness of the fish. The crispy outer shell makes for a nice texture contrast. Ocean sunfish, miso soup. The fish can be mixed into miso soup, a typical Japanese lunch with a slightly sweet flavor and soft texture. Ocean sunfish is sometimes used to make a light but nourishing soup. Sunfish, like other fish, are cleaned and sliced after they return from the ocean. Fishermen will keep it fresh. Sunfish can be preserved in Japan. Freezing. Fish meat is frozen immediately after being cut into pieces on board or at the processing plant to ensure long-term storage. Quick freezing helps to preserve the quality of the meat and avoids microbial growth. Refrigeration. If the sunfish will be consumed within a short time, it can be kept at low temperatures in cold storage tanks on the ship or at the dock. Salting. Salting is another classic way of preservation. This helps to extend the shelf life of sunfish meat. However, sunfish have a delicate feel. Salting is less common than for other fish like tuna or mackerel. In brief, sunfish require unique cleaning and cutting processes due to its odd size and form. Although it is not widely employed in the commercial sector, sunfish is still carefully handled by Japanese fishermen and is occasionally used in traditional dishes. Although the ocean sunfish, Mola Mola, is not a popular or commonly targeted fish in the commercial fishing business, it continues to play an important role in Japanese culture, particularly in coastal places where people have a long history of fishing. Commercial value. The ocean sunfish is not a popular fish in Japanese fisheries due to its little meat mass in comparison to its massive size and mediocre flavor. However, in some locations, it is still highly regarded for its distinctness and is occasionally sold to specialist restaurants as an ingredient in uncommon meals. Cultural value. In Japan, because of its unusual shape and vast size, the ocean sunfish is revered as a sign of strength and individuality. When the ocean sunfish appears along the shore, some locals consider it a good sign. Fishing for ocean sunfish is not only technically complex, but it also requires species conservation legislation. The ocean sunfish has a complex life cycle and is frequently designated as a protected species in various parts of the world owing to population decrease issues. The population of sunfish is diminishing as a result of the influence of climate change and ocean pollution on their habitat. The population of sunfish in the wild is diminishing. To conserve the marine ecosystem, many countries, including Japan, have restricted the harvesting of this fish. Another issue is bycatch, which occurs when sunfish are mistakenly caught in other commercial fishing activities, like trawling or huge nets. This may impact the wild population of sunfish. Conservation initiatives are increasingly focusing on the worldwide fishing sector to prevent bycatch, as there is rising concern about the protection of unique fish species and marine environments. The capturing of sunfish in Japan is also being considered. Some environmentalists advocate for reducing or even eliminating sunfish fishing to prevent the species from becoming endangered. The Japanese government, in collaboration with marine research organizations, has launched research initiatives to better understand sunfish life cycles, habitats, and the effects of climate change. This could result in harsher conservation regulations in the future in order to maintain the natural balance of Japanese and world seas. It is critical to educate the public about the importance of sunfish in marine ecosystems and the need to protect them. Fishermen and fisheries firms in Japan are also being encouraged to follow new species conservation legislation and to use fishing methods that do not endanger sunfish. In conclusion, while Mola Mola is not a popular fish in the Japanese seafood sector, it has significant cultural and ecological importance. Mola Mola cleaning and processing necessitates specialized processes, and the Japanese seafood sector is placing a greater emphasis on its protection.